name is Pistorio, and I am the founder and president of the Pistorio Foundation. In the last 60 years, the world has witnessed fantastic technological evolution and enormous economic growth. And those evolutions have taken hundreds of millions of people out of poverty and have improved vastly the standard of living of the human community. However, at the same time, a lot of imbalances have developed. Today we have in the world some 3 billion people that live with less than $2 a day, and 1 billion of those live with less than $1 a day. And we have some 30 million of people that every year die of starvation or disease associated with malnutrition. This, therefore, is something that we cannot tolerate. Of course, I ask myself if I'm guilty of this. The answer is no. None of us is guilty. But I believe that all the 1 billion people that enjoy a higher standard of living in the world should feel responsible of not doing enough to reduce those imbalances. I believe that today humanity is confronted by 3 major challenges. Number one, the excessive inequality in the distribution of wealth between rich countries and poor countries, as well as between upper class people in economic terms in a country and lower class people in the same country. And this inequality is growing. The second big challenge is the explosion of population. At the beginning of the 800s, there was 1 billion people in the world. Early this last centuries, 2 billion. In 1950, 3 billion. In 1999, 6 billion. Last month of October, we reached the 7 billion. Simply the world cannot stand this explosion of population because the human society doesn't have the structure, not only food, but all the structure to support and accommodate properly this population. The third huge challenge is the pollution. Pollution of water, land, sea, air, pollution created by the excessive consumption of physical resources and in particular fossil fuels. And those things are the consequence of the economic growth and the population growth in lack of a proper control mechanism. I believe that from those 3 fundamental challenges, all the other problems of humanity derive. How can we solve those challenges? I think some government can be proactive, but generally governments respond to their electorate and try to understand the needs of their electorate. Corporations, some corporation is very strong in social responsibility, but again, not always they are really coping with the basic needs of society. At the end, I believe the change will be done by individuals. Billions of people, through higher education, will make the change. They will be able to introduce a culture and an understanding throughout society that is good for everybody, a more just society with a more cohesive attitude towards all the people. So education is the objective. And in our society, with the problems we have, children are the most vulnerable human beings and also are the one that in the future will be the people that will govern the world, and therefore I think the biggest attention must be given to children. From those ideas was born the Pistorio Foundation. Our mission is to provide to unprivileged children basic education, and together with basic education, basic nutrition, and basic health care. Together with this, we would like also to provide some education and assistance to the mothers and the communities where they live, so that the entire environment of those poor villages can be upgraded. We operate with the 3 fundamental characteristics. Number one, our foundation doesn't have any overhead cost. There is no structure. We operate all as volunteers. The board is constituted by family members and few friends, all former executive in corporations, both in finance and technology, but also everybody has been exposed to non-profit organization and philanthropy, plus a variety of volunteers that operate at their own cost to support the foundation. The second characteristic is that since we don't have any local structure, we operate in each location where the foundation is present in agreement with local NGOs. And those NGOs are selected to have the same principles and characteristics of the Pistorio Foundation. The third characteristic is that wherever we operate, we do in full synchrony and agreement with the local authorities. We want that the children are educated according to the local programs so that they are part of the local community. So full agreement with local authorities, but we have no political or religious affiliations. Those are our characteristics through which we operate and we will continue to operate. Today, we have more than 2,000 children we support in the world, and our dream is to arrive within this decade to 10,000 children that we can support in the world. We have today 5 projects undergoing. One is in Morocco, in the north of Morocco. One is in Burkina Faso, in Africa. Another one is in China, in Tibet. Another one is in Cambodia. And another one is in Thailand, in the Hill Tribe region, in the north of Thailand at the border with Myanmar and with Laos. By far the largest project is in Thailand. Our idea is to develop what we call the village project. We go into a very poor village, upgrade if they exist local infrastructure, school, dormitories, or if they don't exist, we try to build. So this is what we have done in all those areas where we operate, in particular in the area in the north of Thailand. We have developed school, dormitories, classroom for computer and English, kindergarten, and also we make sure that there is a proper accommodation for the teachers that come from remote distances. Our idea is to provide not only to the children but also to the families some basic education so that within a range of a period, say 10 years, the family can increase their income power through agriculture or artisanal or whatever, so that they can be supporting the children in the future independently. The foundation will go there, make the change, and once the village project is completed and is self-sustaining, we can move to other villages. This is what we have been doing, this is what we are doing, and we realize that 2,000 children is not a big number, it's a drop in an ocean of needs. But for those people that we reach, we make a difference, and we hope to continue to make a difference not only for those people, but with a much broader spectrum of people that we can reach with our information so that we can contribute addressing this critical problem for the future of humanity.